Hello there. This is Isix once again with another episode of Kerbal Space Program. Anyway, so today we're going to try to get to the moon with the Moon Skipper Zero, the most ridiculous spacecraft in spacecraft land. That moved my part. Just doing a little last minute fine touches. There we go. These somewhere convenient and next to the thing. Yes, so we got the command module. We got the 3-person command module. On top of it is a materials bay. Why on top? Why not? We have solar panels blocking windows. We have parachutes here, there, and everywhere. We have RCS thrusters. We have decouplers. We have giant freaking batteries. We got RCS fuel, probably way more than we need. We got, spinners and boosters and fuel and rockets and so many rockets. Oh god, so many freaking rockets. Yes, I've decided to go with a sort of a small booster around the main booster next to bigger boosters type design for the main liftoff here. This might end in tears. This might be a very short episode, in fact. If things sort of explode on the launch pad, I might go for another Moho probe, because I think I'm a little bit more aware of where I need to be going with that. But anywho, let's see if this thing will explode on the launch pad or not. Yes, we got a whole bunch of new parts, like docking ports and things like that. But we're not going to try anything that clever quite yet. But soon, I tell you. I think I'm kind of figuring out what those ascending and descending node things are about too, so that's also a bonus. Alright. So we got the usual crew. The classic crew. Bill, Jebediah, and Bob. Alright. Let's throttle up. SAS on. 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys. Bill, Bob, I'm so sorry. Jebediah is a crazy person. Actually, before I lift off, let's do something like this just to... Okay, so the barometric pressure works. Materials bay. It's kind of useless. The goo containers. Nothing new there. And... Can I do a crew report? Good. Alright. Alright, once again, 3, 2, 1, bye. Now this thing could just shake itself apart. I could have got all the staging all wrong or something too. But we'll find out soon enough. I'm hoping to get over at least 200 meters per second before the solid rocket boosters bug out on me. So that means I'm on a pretty good clip to get through the thick part of the atmosphere. Should probably not top that. Fix that. Hey. Do a quick measurement here. Nothing new as far as that goes. Come on, push! Harder! I don't want to have to put more things on here. I think having all the reaction wheels here and SAS type things is actually quite useful. It's keeping it nice and steady. Yeah, at least we're over 100, right? And we're on the wrong side of the planet as usual. Nice. Pure. Arc. Well, at least we're hitting the 130s. Not gonna quite make 200, but I'll take 150. It's a good level. Make those go away. Now we're going to be slowing down quite a bit for a bit. Hopefully we'll have enough momentum to keep going. Otherwise, well, it's all for naught. Bob, you are very upset right now. I know. Jeb's not helping. Bill's depressed too. But Bob, you need to calm the crap down, yo. We're evening out on our velocity here. Might even start climbing before too long. We must reach escape velocity! Now, I do have sort of another stage here to hopefully get things going. And who knows, this might be, the kind of rocket that I'll take to another planet at some point. Perhaps even Moho! Ha 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 ha! But first I want to get to the moon because, well, I haven't actually landed any guys down there yet. It's kind of disappointing when you think about it. Alright. Breaking through the lower atmosphere. It's 15 seconds, it's not very good. It's needs a little bit more oomph, I think. But now that we're out of the upper atmosphere, or out of the lower atmosphere that is, make a little bit of a turn. Do a measurement. See if there's anything new. Not really. Let's check this as well. Yeah, I can send a little bit more data. Every little bit helps, so why not, right? Heck, if I could just freaking land on the moon, that'd be something, you know? Excuse me. I'm actually sort of recording this in the middle of the night. Kind of a weird day at work. They're tarring the roof, and it's like, oh, now my lungs feel like they're burning. Alright, now we're going. I'm going to lose these lower outer stages before too long here. That's okay. Do a little bit more return. A lot less stable because we don't have all the extra SASs on the outside. Probably put a couple more in there, right? You know how it is. Always over-engineering. We're climbing. Now we're going to lose some power, we're also going to lose a bit of weight. So, ta-da! And it should make us a little bit more stable, too. Let's check our things. Yeah, those are good shape. And we got a good up momentum. We want to make it a little bit more of a side one. Hey, stop skipping around. Alright, this is doing a good job, I think. Activate roll. I'm actually going to shut the engines off for the moment. Try to slowly roll over, maybe. Just let the momentum do a lot of the work here. And that's stabilizing. How you guys doing? Jebediah is happy. Bill and Bob are not. Alright, let's kick this baby over. Yep, nothing new there. Alright, engines up. It's not the most efficient moment to fire the engines, but figured that I might need to go to the next stage anyway, so getting a head start before the Ep.18 is probably the best thing. Hopefully these can get us all the way to the moon. If not, why not? Oh, just calm down, you guys. It's not that bad. You're only flying through a vacuum at 8 or 900 some meters per second, high above your world. Nothing but a tin can around you. Alright. Hey! Yes, as I said, it's probably a good thing to get started on this sooner rather than later. Because these are not the strongest of engines, but they are fairly efficient, so that's always the trade-off, though. Efficiency versus non-efficiency, or yeah. I mean, you can have weaker engines and get more acceleration in total, but they take longer to get your Delta V set up. As long as I stay out of the atmosphere, I'm in good shape. At least I know I can get up here. A little worried about going back down. Come on, orbit. Get me to orbit. Right now we're doing the suborbital, and that's not good. Adjust this up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna start hitting the upper atmosphere again soon if we're not careful. Ooh. So it's just kind of a matter of making sure we don't do that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to manage that. Yeah, all 4 of them, or 5 of them are firing. That's something, at least. Thing is, it's going to swing around here, and we're still going to be sort of on our lowest part of our orbit. Yeah, we're coming in for landing. Crap. Up, 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 I say. Yeah, we're not in a good shape here. Sorry guys, we're doing the suborbital thing. Didn't mean to do that on you. Going pretty quick though. Heck, we might yet be able to get in orbit. A really weird one, technically. And we'll be right at the bottom of it. Technically aero braking. This is the worst orbit I've ever gotten into. Well, not technically, but yeah, pretty close. We are climbing again, at least. While we're here, let's check the materials bay. Hooray, more science. Alright, I'm going to actually, let me get past 50 here. I'm going to cut the engines again. Just let ourselves coast up. Oh, we're actually kind of flying up pretty fast now. Alright, that's not so bad. The moon's over there. We'll raise this up a little bit. Because holy crap. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves now. You almost died. Let's get out to our Oasis. Time warping forward. going to actually turn off the SAS, because why keep that on and waste resources? Check our things. Nothing useful there. Same with that. Well, I'm actually kind of surprised this actually got in orbit. It's like, this seems like a ridiculous idea for a spacecraft. Let's see how it turns out. I think with a few modifications, it'll be a little bit more reliable. But as is, I'd say it's pretty good. There we go. Just want to get my full orbit optimized. Alright, we want to move along to the acceleration mode. Node, thing, place. With stuff, yo. Just give it a little bit of a kick. Get ourselves out of the atmosphere on the way back. I think 65,000 would probably be a good minimum, but we'll shoot for 70. Changes camera angle again, because why not? Alright. We should be in good shape now. Now, we play the game of adding maneuvers. Doo-doo-doo. A little bit further. And then we can sort of jingle it around until we get something pretty good. Zoom out too. Oh yeah, we're way short. There we go. Do that. I want to grab the... I don't want to do that. Stop it! There we go. Alright, I think it's decided to be crazy. Okay, well, let's try this again. Oop. There we go, a nice Mooner encounter. How are we doing? Yeah, we're right on the line there. That's nice and good. Fortunately, we seem to sort of get into a really high orbit. Actually, that's not so bad. Let's give that a try, eh? Maybe even shore it up a little bit. Oh, no. Just need to be fast enough, right? Anyway, we have 35 minutes to get to our spot. I'm going to guess it's somewhere alignment-wise over yonder. Of course, I have to keep going even further than that, yeah. Okay. Alright. So, let's speed our way up. A little faster, perhaps. Faster. Okay, maybe not that fast. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're going to probably start up about 20 seconds early. It takes a little bit to rev up the engines. Should be a nice, simple burn. You guys are going to be really happy about all this, I think. Well, Jeb and I at least will be. And perhaps you, my viewer, shall be happy as well. 32 seconds. 10. Falling to fire main engines. 3, 2, 1. Go! Alright, this shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, well, it's always pretty easy once you get into space to sort of get where you need to be going. If I had a little more oomph, I would have more power, fuel in these engines, and I could go almost anywhere, really. Getting there. 100 meters per second to accelerate through. It's pretty fast when you think about it. Okay. We are now on a trajectory towards the moon. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, let's toss away our node here. It's actually going to toss us up into a higher orbit, which is kind of cool. Let's fly through space. See our destination on its way. And I remember doing the time warp, remembering those moments when the blackness within me and the void seemed to be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Alright, so that's our current orbit. And we want to move into a more proper moony orbit. Yeah, like so, I think. It's only 21 seconds too, that's not so bad. And then once we're in orbit, we'll get it sorted out. It was the other way, wasn't it? Maybe. Ah, there it is. It's basically a retrograde burn. Well, at least Bob and Bill seem less panicky. Jebediah, you're still not helping. I know you're filled with glee in the wonder of space and all that. Really, tone it down. Let's check our materials bay. Ooh, more science. And do some goo tests. Not much to get going there. Hey, Bill's really excited about science. He's in a good spirit, I think. Let's do a crew report. Some cold gray surface. Looks like really beat up with craters. Go ahead and do that. Hey, Jebediah, I think it's time for you to go on an EVA for a moment. Now, you're kind of up there, I think. Let's get an EVA report. Let's go ahead and board back in. I'm not sure that materials bay is putting you where you need to be. Oh, it destroyed my maneuver. Note to self, that happens when you go on EVA. Alright, can we transmit? Alright, that's useful. So now we get a bunch of science. 12 science, hooray. So we have a while before we get to the stuff. So let's go ahead and fast forward a bit. Just a few seconds here. It's going to be a pretty short burn, too. Remember, we are going to have to ditch these big fuel tanks and things like that at some point here. So we might as well use up all the fuel while we can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, let's go ahead and get our burn up. And oh well if we are technically late. Just getting into orbit. Of the moon! delightful now. Now we could continue our descent. Let's check the things. Is it different? Kind of. If you're sort of more... feels right at home, feels less dense here. Interesting. How's your crew report? Alright, nothing new. Alright, guys. Let's do another quick EVA. I'm a little worried about your clipping into the thing. Bob, you look depressed. You need to get outside more. Okay, it's less janky with the positioning. Alright. Go ahead and send you back in. Store data. Transmit. Okay. So, because we're here, and we can, we're going to start descending. Now we do want to get closer in. Not super close. So we can start cutting down our velocity over here. Alright. Then we'll go ahead and speed her up. Get around a little bit. Oh. That was a little too fast. Forget it takes a few moments for things to sort of align properly. As far as time warp speeds and things like that. Alright, let's get ourselves spinned around. Can we do temperature stuff yet? No, not yet. Let's go and turn the SAS off. Start slowing down. It's a little trick I've learned. Do a quick speed up thing and it sort of halts your tumbling. Alright, it's like Tumblr except different. More differenty. Alright, why are we still spinning slightly? Anyway, let's turn our engines on so we can get some of our velocity down to minimal for lunar insertion. Now, hopefully, I should probably check my staging before I actually attempt landing here. Alright, that should be pretty good. I think one more roundabout and we'll be in good shape. Now, we are going to have to be on the other side, going the other direction. So, might as well spin around now. Bill, you seem a lot happier now. Is it just because you like the moon? You're like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. Bob's like, I don't like this. I'm like, haha, too bad. I'm sending you down to that death rock. You know, temperature scans yet? I know there's not going to be any barometric pressure here. I mainly put that on so I don't forget to put it on if I send it somewhere else. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and speed her up a bit. Just to get her up to the periapsis. Do another slight burn, probably dump these fuel tanks then. Then we'll go in for the landing. This is rather exciting. I've never actually landed on the moon before. At least not properly. It's always broken landing legs and more of a quick touchdown and lift off, and well, and this is also the first time in this particular save game, so alright. Now I do have the RCS thrusters there mainly to help with fine control. Alright. Now, I don't want to be landing on the dark side of the moon, because that's just a pain in the ass. So I think when I get back over there, I'll do one final burn and try to land somewhere on the bright side here. Always look on the bright side of moons. And we're going around at a pretty good clip now, too. Hello, Kerbal. Hello, dark side of the moon. Can I do any science yet? And Combines came and put science in me. Ooh, we can. Temperature from the environment. Let's go ahead and transmit that. How about the materials bay? Ooh, nice. So it'll cause a few of the samples to glow. We'll have to do a couple of these, I think. And we are on the dark side, so... Alright, this is like the lowest we've ever been without, like, crashing, so this is good. I wish the efficiency on the transmitter was so much better. I might do a couple orbits, actually. I'll do some science sort of off-screen, and I'll be with you back in a moment. And we're back. Now, I've sort of scienced the crap out of this, but I wanted to do a first the EVA, or a crew report, just to see what happens. Yeah, that's pretty dang good. Go ahead and do a second one of those. Because why not? Ask not, why not? Okay. Then we're going to send Bill on EVA. And why I came out of pause to do such, because why not? Also, if something hilarious happens, I want to have it on video. Alright, let's get an EVA report. Go ahead and keep that. And have him board. And I'm not going to do like a bazillion of these. Just want to do maybe a couple here. Jebediah wants to go outside too. Now, you had some problems before, bud. EVA report. Give one to. Board. And review stored data. Send it off. Alright, we get a little bit more science as well. Hooray! Alright, this monstrosity of a spacecraft is going to go one more swing around. And we're going to start burning to get down to that ground. Now, also being on the bright side of the moon means that we can do all our science in the sunlight. All day, every day, forever, until it gets dark. Okay. Now, here's where the tricky bit comes in. Do we have lights on, apparently? Maybe. We got to cut our velocity as much as possible forever. I haven't even tested the landing gear on this thing. Let's hope this works out. Alright. So first step here. We are now suborbital. Just a small kick was all that's needed. Now, I want to get just a little bit better into the sunlight here before we do the rest of our burning here. Also, it would be nice to sort of get over this rough patch of terrain. We are starting to fall. Go ahead and turn her up maximum. Now, everything's gone according to plan. These engines fire. They can cut us most of the remaining slack we need. Meanwhile, on Slack Sylvania, I'm going to go ahead and put our gears down. Hooray! We are now readying for landing. Bill, you're happy to get down on some ground. See, Jebediah, you're insane. Bob, Bob, what is wrong with you? You poor, poor, sad little Kerbal. Who are you calling sad? He says. I'm just upset with the situation. He's like, well, you shouldn't be. You're a pioneer. You're the Christopher Columbus of your planet. You're the Neil Armstrong. Or perhaps the Buzz Aldrin. Both pretty awesome guys. And then there was the other guy whose name, unfortunately, I forget. Really shouldn't, though. Now, we got most of our velocity cut now. Now, we mainly sort of wait to land. So, I'm going to put the lights on. They're going to burn some of our... Did I not put lights on here? I thought I did. Maybe they are shining. Yeah, they're on. Okay. So that should help us if we end up in a dark crater. Which we might. Turn my RCS on. Should give us a little bit more control. Gonna slow us a little bit because I don't want to be coming in too hot. RCS will also allow us to hopefully, maybe, get some of our translational velocity cut as well. I want to be going a lot slower than this, I think. Yeah, especially since the ground's coming up pretty quick here. Oh baby, yeah. Baby, oh baby, oh baby, yeah. That should be a pretty good descending velocity here. And we'll fire the engines up a little bit more when we get closer. Ooh, this is so exciting. I'm actually going to do this, like, intelligently. This is weird. Come on. Come on, amazing Kerbal peoples. Let's go to the moon. Now, if it's going to be a shadow or anything, it's going to be, like, over there. It's also going to be hard to see. Six kilometers, falling. But of course the mountains could be 6 kilometers high. I don't actually know a lot of the sort of stats of the various planetary bodies. But that's okay. It's okay. Whew. Sorry if I'm a little quiet here. This is kind of intense. Cut our velocity some again. This does take a little bit of oomph. Okay, we need to be slowing down quite a bit here. Now we're going up again. That's not good. At least we know we need to sort of angle a little bit to the side to sort of get our translational out and done with. Kind of going that way too. Hope I'm heading in the right direction. Oop, oop, oop. slower if I can. Okay. This is a good rate of descending here. Coming in for a landing. Nope, no, this way. Have to sort of keep an eye on everything simultaneously. Alright, let's just fall. Not too far off the ground now. And we are probably going to hit an angle here. But that's okay. Collision imminent! Ooh. Take us down to Paradise City. The moon rocks. Oh, we're falling. No. Okay, I somehow managed to get that recovered. Whew. No. We are on the moon! Somehow! We almost fell over. But that's okay, that's okay. Whew, my heart's pounded. Let's do some science. Why? Well, you know the reason why by this point. Ooh. Tempted just to sort of do that. But we have solar panels, so we can transmit all we like. Some goo observations. Find us the moon has intermixed with some of the samples. You have a sneak suspicion they'll never be able to get the lab clean again. So, I'm gonna go ahead and let the science happen. And sort of get things ready to send lots and lots of data. I figured out that I can just sort of spam this and it will eventually download it all before I have the power. Eventually, that is. Because I will be out of that for a while. So, we're here. We're mooninating. Turn the lights off. Of course, the ladder's on that side, so I can barely see it. Let's see if it even hits the ground here. Extend the ladder! And if not, we can always jetpack back up, I think. Right? Maybe! Okay, and it also didn't knock us over. That's also good. It's a little bit off the ground, but hey guys, all three of you look happy. It's fantastic. Jebediah, I think you've deserved this here. Now let's make sure I remember how to do this correctly. Climb down. Hopefully our thingamajigs are in good shape. Yeah, all our ladders seem to connect together. That's a good sign. And you are now on the moon. You're like, wee! I forget how to make you jump. I'm worried that I might accidentally stage something over here. Anyway, you're gonna look up to see the sky, the sun, the clipping action through the moon. Where is Kerbin right now? Is it behind us? I think it might be behind us. Oh well, you've been able to see Kerbin from space anyway. Let's get you some soil samples here. Seems to contain minerals from lower layers of the surface. Oh, cool. Let's get an EVA report. You started to say something dramatic and pointed about the plight of Kerbalnauts in this grand universe, only to be cut off by random noise chatter from that the situation is nominal. We'll go ahead and keep that. And we'll go ahead and plant our flag. First, moon landing. Here, the Kermans came to help push forward the efforts of civilization, enhance understanding, and promote universal peace for all Kerbal kind. I think that's fairly awesome. All right. So I'm going to make sure everyone can get onto the moon at some point here, but we can take turns because I'm always worried I'm going to do something stupid. And with these guys, well, stupid is kind of force of habit. Alright, so I guess I have to... I want to jump. I'll be right back. Need to double check. And so this should work. There we go. Alright. We're in good shape, Jebediah. Especially you. Let's get you on board. Let's see about... No, don't deploy the chute. The dust is getting everywhere. Highland craters. We'll go ahead and do that. And we're going to definitely keep that one, because getting samples is tricky. Alright. Bill, you're up next. And why not? Whee! And then you fall on your face, and it's hilarious. Like, whee! I want to go. So this is a Highland crater, apparently. Is there anything interesting wise to sort of check out nearby? I guess I could go over yonder, onto one of those hills, maybe? Let's give it a try. So, RCS, jump. Crisscross is going to make you want to jump. Whoop. Okay, that might be further away than I was expecting. You're just sort of scraping your face across the ground now. Can you recover it all? I don't know if you can. You're just sort of sliding down now. Okay. Okay. You're not dead, are you? Alright, you're back up. And that's a lot farther away than I was thinking. So let's go ahead and just get a EVA report. Keep that. Take surface sample. And I guess we can transmit the data. I guess when we have data, transmit. Alright, controls, there we go. Now this is going to be a bit of a hike back, so Let's see if I can get you jumping properly this time. Now you're just scraping your face once again. Whee! Okay, I guess sort of sliding upwards is an okay way to do it. You did like slide down half a mile or so. Maybe two. Oh, Bob, you're so hilarious. And you're just sort of sliding along, singing your song. I'm still surprised I managed to not kill everyone. Alright, now we're back in town. I think our total science haul is not as good as the Moho mission, or the Jewel mission for that matter, but dare say, this is quite the feat. We have great strength of feet. Don't you mean feet of strength? No! Ha ha! Reference. It's a fun movie, you guys should watch it. There we go. He like ninja'd up there. It's pretty cool. You're a cool guy, man. And inside. Um. Oh. Well. It's getting upset with me. Not all items can be stored. I guess I need another command pod or something? I don't know. Yeah. Nope, don't do that. I should be very careful with that. Alright, well, I guess we can try to transmit some of this here. See what happens. Another crew report. Because you guys are awesome. Alright, Bob, it's your turn. You are a delightful fellow, despite your constant depression. I am glad you have managed to fall off the ladder. I actually did that intentionally. Because he is a cheeky fellow. He wants to get solar radiation too. So we're going to take a surface sample. Go ahead and keep this one. Do an EV8 report. Alrighty. He ninja'd his way back up too. He's not as interested as running off on the adventures. So I'll go ahead and send him back in. Yeah, so this has been a wonderful, wonderful mission. Now, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get off the moon, but I have faith that I will. Hooray! Now, I am going to go ahead and speed up a bit, get more electric charge, let things happen. I guess I am kind of in the middle of a crater. But, anywho, I'll see you in a little bit. We're back. We are still on the moon, and we are very, very happy. Now, trick is getting home. Yeah, about that. So these engines are all dead, but I still have the main one here, and it has lots of fuel. Don't know if it has enough oomph to get me off is the problem. But I guess we can't do anything but try to find out. Done all the science I can, hopefully. So, without further ado, let's see if these guys all get themselves killed. Bye? Whee! Drop those. Immediately swing around horrifically. Try to get to the 90. Doing crazy liftoff here. Want to get as fast along this direction as possible. ASAP. Alright, we're already getting most of the way there, eh? Gonna cut this for the moment. Let our momentum carry us up a little bit. This is actually a pretty good place to land. Then if we'll come back to the moon, we can land somewhere else. And it's a very easy target to avoid. Alright. That was a very efficient liftoff, so I don't think I'm going to have to do any major design changes with this baby. At least as far as this part of the staging goes. Let's go ahead and move ourselves into orbit. Just hope we have enough fuel to get home. And orbit achieved. Alright, so our should be clear of any mountains, though fairly low orbit it is. And anyway, go and keep the data there. Anyway, so let's bring our boys on home, eh? It's actually a very fortuitous moment here. I'm going to get them out about there. This will be a 14-second burn, coming up pretty quick here. Sort of get away from the moon's influence, back into Kerbin's, then toss out another burn somewhere out here, and we should be in good shape. Lots of fuel left over just in case. Gonna start this about 10 seconds out. Guys, you're going home. Don't be so upset, Bob. Bill, you should know better by this point. Hooty-hoo. 2, 1. Alright. Maybe a little further. Just one. There we go. Our maneuver has been successful. We are now escaping the moon's influence. Take that, moon. Moon! Go ahead and speed our boys up. Get them into more Kerbal sphere of influence. Then we can do our next maneuver without too much trouble. Way! Always have to be careful with these fast forwards, though. Weird, unholy things can happen sometimes. Alright. And since our oasis is right here, we can just go ahead and cut ourselves down. And do I want to do one last bit of orbit? Perhaps. Gonna skip off the atmosphere, maybe do another swing around, but we'll see. It's gonna be a 26-second burn. Not too bad, not too shabby. This is gonna be a complete and successful mission to the moon. Holy crap, guys. I'm not allowed to have stuff like this. This is pretty sweet. So we got 25 minutes. Let's go ahead and fast forward through those minutes, because fast forwarding is how you cut at life. Because you cut out lots of the boring bits. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I might have to break it up. Oh. Let's go ahead and do our burn. We're a minute over, but that's okay. We'll make it work. We'll have our periapsis kiss the atmosphere. And that should eventually bring us down and home. Down home cooking. Alright. That's a little bit more than I was expecting or wanting there, but what you gonna do, right? Now I need to be careful. I'm going to go ahead and speed these up again so we can get onward and finish up our mission here. It's going to take them a little bit. We're in the moon's influence again. It's okay. It's okay. The moon's not going to eat us. So, in fact, it's going to lower us down a little bit further. We are now destined to make contact with Kerbal. And that's okay. That's okay. That's A-okay. Go ahead and get us along our way. What's that planet spin? Spin, planet, spin. Now, don't pull a Jebediah here. We don't want to be running right into things here. Coming in fairly hot. But that's okay. That's okay. That's A-okay. I hope you've all enjoyed this adventure to the moon. Now sit back and relax. As we begin our re-entry procedure. Only took a day, too. Still 500 some meters out. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves situated by cutting a lot of our velocity here. Because there's no sense in using up our fuel for no reason, but cutting our velocity so we don't fly through the atmosphere at an incredible rate of speed might be a useful thing to do. No. It's a translation. I want... which one is these? No, not that one. There we go. Using our RCS thrusters to help with the cutting down velocity. Always a good thing. Hopefully I'm shooting them in the right direction. Not quite sure. Actually, I seem to be going in the right way. Well, might as well use up all our fuel while we can. Well, this has been quite the adventure. I'm quite happy with the result. Getting to the moon, getting lots of science, having everyone not die for once while I'm doing such, not losing any landing legs until after I take off. This has been like one of the best missions ever. Maybe that should be the title for this episode. I'm trying to have exciting titles for all these. I don't know if they're working for people. They're working for me, though. Hooray! How's our monopropellant coming? We have lots of it, and it's not really doing much. And, the stack decouplers, I've actually heard you can actually launch crafts to orbit just using those, which is a little ridiculous because they have a momentum give that's go turn that off. Can launch you pretty high if you have a bunch of them sort of all firing at the same time. Anyway, I don't really need the rest of this bit here. Why are my ladder still on? Go ahead and be OCD, store the ladder. Gonna give one final crew report before it's very round. Yes, guys, it's very round. Before coming back home. You're going home, guys. Alright, let's fire off this stage. And then we're gonna be left with just the materials bay, parachutes, and the capsule itself. Let's go ahead and turn off the throttle. Get down, yeah, get down, get down. Coming in hot. On the dark side of the world. There's apparently a fire engine outside now, honking and beeping and doing its thing. And, whew, I don't like being this sped up. I hope if these parachutes are going to be enough. I figured that I might need extra ones, so I put extra ones on. Ooh, these guys could all still die. That's the tricky thing about space travel. It's not any less hectic until you are back on the ground. Alright. We're going to lose a lot of velocity here. Hopefully very, very quickly. They're experiencing a lot of G-forces. We're coming in very hot still. Ooh. Hope I don't not coming in over mountains here. Otherwise we're going to die real quick. Alright, I gotta fire these parachutes. Not sure if we're over land. Wish I had some light still on this thing. Think we might be over land. That's okay. Okay, we have at least 2 kilometers down before anything terrible happens. Okay. I think I'll do an EVA report out here too. Because why not, guys? Why not? Let's do a crew report. I think you can see my house from here. Okay, let's. Okay, we're not gonna die. That's good. Ooh, this has been Isix with another amazing episode of Kerbal's space program. Maybe it was a bad idea to have that thing on top. And I will let these guys get home. Maybe send them out to do some sample collection, but otherwise, I will see you next time. Toodles!